It has been a long time since I've come on here and done a video or a vlog or given you guys any updates. So I figured I'd come on, give you guys some updates, share what's been going on in life. And yeah, so last couple of weeks, Ashley had a friend in town. They went dress shopping for the wedding, and Ashley ended up saying yes to a dress. So that was good. Last couple of weeks, I had stopped my NSAIDs for my pericarditis, and I wasn't doing the best. So I think I definitely need a longer taper before we say we're off those. It's been I've been dealing with this now for a year and several months. February. So February of last year is when I first got diagnosed with pericarditis, and I've been dealing with it ever since. I will say with the NSAIDs and stuff, I'm feeling more normal. I woke up this morning, and it's been about 2 weeks since I resumed the NSAIDs, and it ended up telling me that my resting heart rate had dropped by like 10. That's a lot. Like, just not feeling well and not having them, like, you can tell it was doing something. So that was nice to see. So my virtual primary care doc lady, she ended up doing some we were talking and stuff, and so she ended up just doing some autoimmune testing just to make sure that, you know, none of the pericarditis is autoimmune related, and it is the viral, and there's no other sort of contributing factors, and so everything came back good. So it is just what we've been thinking everything is, and it's just chronic at this point. And that even says it, like in the my chart, it literally says chronic viral pericarditis. And you know, it is what it is at this point. So anywho, so back on the NSAIDs, back on my 3 meds, the colchicine, the Arcalyst, and the indomethacin. I think this time around, I was chatting with some folks, and maybe it's not like I had taken 2 after the emergency room, 2 50 milligrams, so once in the morning and then once in the evening, so 50 in the morning and at night. And so maybe instead of just going cold turkey and not having any, there's a lower dose. There's a 25 milligram that I could theoretically take for a little while, and then maybe like alternate days and just do some experimentation to see what sort of works for me. And so I feel really good. Like, the cardiologist and I have a plan. I initiated the plan, and you know, I messaged him and was like, per our discussion and per our plan, I'm starting the indomethacin again. I'm having issues, and you know, it's I don't know, like, part of me, it like I feel it, and like part of you just wonders, like, is this in my head? Like, you know, because the labs come back decent-ish, but I will say that I have been doing a lot of research, and the American Academy of Cardiology, or the American Cardiology Association, one of those, they did say that for folks that are dealing with pericarditis that are on multiple therapies, that number is artificially low, which means it's doing its job, but you can't use it to judge where you're at. So that was good to know. And then it's good to know. So I've been doing a lot of research and stuff, and by no means am I a doctor. I am not a doctor. So, you know, this is me plugging things into ChatGPT or Grok and having it go find stuff, and then being able to sort of read the article. And so that one was interesting. But yeah, so I'm doing well. You know, I'm starting to get back more to my normal self with the indomethacin. I do at times feel it if I don't take the evening dose. So we're not quite out of the woods yet where I would taper again to just once a day. And stuff, but I do see the cardiology NP here at the beginning of July, and so I am going to ask if we can get a prescription for the 25 milligrams. That way I have it, and we can sort of increase or decrease as needed. And you know, if I have to take a couple of pills, you know, because we have to increase the dosing, you know, they can account for that. So fingers crossed everything goes well and stuff. But given that I am feeling relief and everything, you know, I don't see them having issues with that. So anyways, but yeah, that's what's been going on. Work's been going good. I got a cruise planned for August for my birthday. I am so excited. We're going on the Utopia of the Seas. I have a balcony room, so that's nice. I need to come on here and do more just little updates for you guys and share little things with you guys, you know, outside of just my normal videos. I know I keep saying that, and then I just don't do it. Life sort of gets in the way, but I need to make an effort to do that. And so I am committing to doing that a little bit more. I don't know how much, but at least a little bit more. So anyways, but lots of things coming up here at Disney World. So I'm definitely excited. 4th of July. They're going to have their fireworks show. They've got a nighttime parade. I don't think I've ever seen a nighttime parade at Disney World, because they haven't had one for years. And well, okay, I take that back, except for the party parades, except for the parades at the parties like Halloween and Christmas. But I'm excited for that. So anyways, hopefully, you know, there's a lot of stuff to look forward to. And then I've got several Disney cruises coming, and then the wedding coming up next year for that. But yeah, a lot of things to do in between now and then. So anyways, hopefully you guys come along for the ride. And if you're new here, and I need to share a little bit more. Like, I do get people that hit me up on my pericarditis stuff, and so I do need to share a little bit more with folks on that. So, you know, I will plan to share a little bit more on that journey, even if it's just little short clips, just at least sharing sort of what's happening, because that's a big part of my life now. Like, you know, sometimes I just don't feel 100%, and you know, anyways, what are you gonna do? So hopefully you guys are doing great, and we will, like I said, try and do more of these. We'll catch you guys later. Bye guys.